quick question. Why are American labs testing Chinese peptides for traces of fentanyl? So last video, I told you that there's a lab that'll screen your shit for fentanyl, and the comment section like fully fucking lost it. It ranged from like world domination to war on America to like Israeli, like it was fucking insane. So I'm gonna tell you to relax, like kind of. This is what most people got wrong. So the peptide, like the actual raw powder, the API gets made way upstream. If you don't know what API is, look at my last video. 99% of these manufacturers do not produce just one single thing. So you're majorly confused if you think that your vial of ipamorelin was made in the ipamorelin factory. They produce hundreds, if not thousands, of different APIs for the pharmaceutical industry. Some of these laboratories also produce fentanyl. They produce whoever's paying them the check that week, right? And there's a very large market for fentanyl. So the best way to compare it to is peanut allergies in food manufacturing in America. So if there are peanuts handled in a plant that also handles other food, they give you a warning label, and they also make sure to like hyper fucking clean everything and then test for traces of peanuts to make sure that they're not gonna fucking kill anybody because they produced on the same line. So that's the same thing for fentanyl. So your tesamorelin, your ipamorelin, your BPC, whatever the fuck you're getting, there is a chance that that same line produced the API for fentanyl. So all this test is doing is just making sure there wasn't cross-contamination for that. So what are the odds that your peptide contains fentanyl? It is a very, very, very low chance, but it is a chance, right? So that's the point of the whole test. It's the same thing in the food industry. We're not like reinventing manufacturing, right? This is a very common thing where manufacturers will produce a multitude of different products. Some are toxic to some people, and then they test for it, right? That's the thing with us being in the gray market right now and it not being regulated by American standards, is that this testing is required for mainstream products that are approved by the FDA. But because we're doing fringe shit, this testing doesn't exist. The responsibility lies with the end user, typically. So that's it. I mean, fentanyl, it is a buzzword. It is a scare tactic that media uses, and everybody's freaking out about this famous name that could be in your peptide. But meanwhile, the thing that actually puts people in a fucking hospital bed, it doesn't have a scary name. Nobody's talking about it, and it shows up way more than fentanyl ever would. And that's why you need to follow me for part 3, because I don't have enough time to fucking go through it in this video.